Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message, and I want to let you know nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. Let me say that again, and I want you all to tattoo it on your heart. I want you to receive it, and I want you to really think about it. Nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. Before I even get into the message, let me tell you why a lot of people think that they have some type of power or control over your life and what God is going to do in you, through you, and in your life. People sometimes, not all, but a lot of people feel like they can shift or change or swap or switch something that God is planning to do for you simply because of how they feel about you. Believe it or not, there are people who feel like because they don't like you, you don't deserve to get anything from God. Some people feel like because you've offended them and because you may have done them wrong at some point, for whatever the reason was, they will feel like you don't deserve for God to do anything magnificent in your life. They will feel like you don't deserve to get the grace and mercy of God over your life. They will feel like you are supposed to be torn down to nothing simply because you may have done or said something or didn't do or say a certain thing pertaining to them. And when people develop this spirit, when people have this attitude, because it's more spiritual than it is something that's in the flesh, it's more spiritual, because a lot of the way people think about you and the way that they feel when it comes to what God is going to do in your life or what he probably has already done, it's a hidden sin within them. It's hidden anger, it's hidden hate, it's hidden jealousy, it's hidden unforgiveness, it's hidden sins. And so they secretly think these things about you. And if they feel like something has not happened to you because of how you did them, they may believe that they can take matters in their own hands. So please understand that when people view you, or when your name comes up and people think about you, or there's chatter going on around you, or people make you a conversation piece at the dinner table, on lunch break, when they're in the bed with their spouse at night having pillow talk, whatever the case is, people are feeling the way that they feel simply because they don't think that you deserve what God is going to do in your life. They don't think you're valuable enough. They don't think you're worthy enough. There are some people, they look at their relationship with God, and if they look at you and feel like you're lacking being at a certain level in God as far as your relationship with him goes, one-on-one, they feel like you're not worthy to be blessed by God. You're not worthy to get married. You're not worthy to become a millionaire. You're not worthy to own a business. You are not worthy to get certain opportunities because you don't pray as much as them. You don't fast as much as them. You talk differently from them. You may even curse here and there, or you may curse a lot. You may have a totally different disposition and outlook on different things in life, on God, and a bunch of other things. But they will feel like you are not worthy to receive anything from God because you are inferior to them. Believe it or not, people believe this. If you're ghetto, they may feel like this person is ghetto, they rude, they ignorant, they're uncouth. So they don't deserve to get anything from God. God is not going to bless them. And this could not be further from the truth. God does not look at the outward appearance of man. He looks at the heart. And so while you may know somebody who looks at how somebody looks, how they walk, and how they talk, they may feel like, yeah, that person doesn't need anything from God. People sometimes will put God on this scale like them. They will humanize God, and they will feel like in their human experience, because they put stipulations on who they're going to help, who they're going to like, who they're going to bless. They automatically assume that God is going to be like that. And they'll feel like, well, I'm God's child. So if I go to him about this person who offended me and who hurt me, he's going to stop and not allow certain blessings to flow through them. I'm here to tell you, first of all, God is a very forgiving God. God is a very patient God. God is a very loving God, and God is the only. When I say only, I literally mean God is the only constant. God is constant in everything that he does. God does not change his mind. So if God promised you something, he's going to bring that promise to pass. If God told you he's going to do a particular thing in your life, he's going to do it. God is not listening to what everybody else is saying about you. God is not listening to what everybody else is thinking about you, or he's sitting at a round table with them and they're letting him know, don't bless him, don't bless her, don't change her life, don't change his life. I don't like him, I don't like her. They did this, he did this, she said that, he said that. That's not what God is doing. I want to let you all know that when you walk with Christ, if you know that your walk is upright, meaning you are not out here claiming Christ and you are not out here walking with Christ because you have a evil agenda or motive. If you know that you are not out here walking with Christ because you have a plot, a plan, or a scheme that you want to commit against somebody because you want to further what your plans are. If you know that you are walking upright and you know that you are in good standing with God and you know that your heart is right and you know that your plan is just to really please God and go in the direction that God would have you go in, then God orders your steps. I believe it's in Psalms chapter 37. It may be verse 20 or 23, but I believe it's in Psalms chapter 37 where it talks about God ordering our steps. A good man's steps are ordered by the Lord. Today, please understand, I don't care what you've done. I don't care what people think about you. I don't care what people have said about you. They cannot truly stop what God is about to do in your life. They cannot stop or change what God has already done in your life. They cannot destroy what God is working on right now as we speak concerning you and your life. I need you all to understand this and know this. Sometimes you may say, well, I know that this person hates me. I know that this person is a witch. I know that this person is a warlock. I know that they do evil things. They tap into evil, dark spirits. And I've seen them brag about things that they've had done to people who crossed them. And so the fact that I fell out with them, the fact that this is my family member that practices in the kingdom of darkness, doing new age things, I believe that they have swapped something that God is going to do in my life. Say you are planning on getting married and you fell out with that little wicked, evil cousin. You may be paranoid and you may feel like, well, okay, something has gone wrong with me and my fiance, so now I'm not going to get married because this cousin, they may have done some type of witchcraft on me and now I can't get married. I'm telling you, even in that, if your steps are being ordered by the Lord, nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. It may always, for all of us, because we are on this earth and we are fighting against dark forces, principalities, and rulers of the darkness and a whole bunch of other stuff. So there's always going to be a resistance there. There's always going to be some type of fight and backlash. That's just what it is. However, you may feel like somebody is the cause of your stagnation, of your delay. of your losses, when in fact, nobody can do anything to you, number one, if God's protection is over you. And number two, Satan can't do anything to you unless he gets God permission. And if God gives Satan permission to have access to you or a part of your life, it is for a reason. But ultimately, Satan is still not going to win. Anytime Satan rises his head, anytime a human being rises their head towards you and they feel like, I'm going to destroy this in her life, I'm going to destroy that in his life, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to stop that, you need to understand that if God is on your side and if you are walking with God, they don't have the power and the control that you think they do. Sometimes a weapon will form. Let me give you all another example of a weapon forming, but it's not prospering. And that's in the Bible. No weapon formed shall prosper. Say there's somebody that does hate you. Say there's somebody that is jealous of you. Say there is somebody, they are not happy for you. They don't want to see you elevate and flourish in life. They may decide to tell a lie on you. They will decide to tell a lie on you. They will decide to spread a vicious rumor on you. Oh, and when somebody is making up a lie about you, they make a juicy lie. They make a lie that is believable. And when I say believable, meaning the lie is so big, people are shocked when they hear it about you. They don't know the type of man or the type of woman that you are, but when they hear a particular thing, it's shocking to them. It blows them away. And so for a time, maybe for a season, it may appear like you're losing something because people may have cut you off. People may have cut you off. People may have started acting funny towards you. Certain people may have said, I want to work with you, I'm going to do this. But then they stopped it and they chose somebody else simply because of what they heard about you. Somebody may come and set something up intentionally so you can give a response or so you can give a reaction, and then they will do it so it can be in front of the right people, and that person or those people can look at you like you're crazy, like you're problematic, and like you are dangerous to be around, so people don't need to work with you. Even in all of that, I am here to tell you all, nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. If any one of you make it appear like Satan is stronger than God, I need you to get back in your Bible. I need you to get into the presence of God, and I need you to now go work on your one-on-one relationship with the Lord, because I've said it so many times, there are people who are giving more power and credit to witches, warlocks, to Satan, crystal balls and sage and all this other stuff. They're giving more power to these things and less power to God. So that lets me know where somebody's level of faith is. That lets me know that they are weak in their walk as far as their relationship and even belief goes in Christ. Anytime you put Satan over God, anytime you put another human being over God, and you really sit back and you're scared and you're paranoid and you can't sleep at night because you really are speaking out of your mouth that person, oh, he did witchcraft on me, oh, she did witchcraft on me. What witchcraft did they do on you? Oh, they told some lies on you. Oh, they spread some rumors about you. Oh, they slandered you. Oh, a whole lot of people go through that. I've gone through it. But when people were acting funny towards you and when people were cutting you off, why do you feel like there was an attack of witchcraft towards you? In reality, the person or the people that spread these rumors and lies on you, they did you a favor, because everybody that started acting funny towards you after they heard it, everybody that cut you off, everybody that said you're dangerous, you're unsafe, you're unhinged, they don't want to be around you, you were able to see who people really were. They were being phony with you. They acted like they were your friend. They acted like they loved you. They told you they loved you. They told you that they had your back. But the minute they heard something about you, the minute they heard that rumor spreading about you at work, the minute that guy cut you off that you were dating and you really liked him, the minute that woman cut you off because you were dating her and you really liked her, the minute these people started showing who they were and getting exposed, that was a revelation for you. That's how you got to look at it. You've got to look at the flip side of some of these things, because sometimes when people are skinning and grinning in your face, sometimes when you chummy, old buddy, old pal with people, it is very difficult to see who's really out here rocking with you and riding with you. Only when situations arise and kick off, that is when you really begin to see who is real with you, who is riding with you. Because let me tell you all something, a real friend, they're gonna rock with you through whatever, even through storms. And so I want you all to sometimes look at a situation from a spiritual place. Don't always look at it behind flesh-filled eyes. You've got to take some stuff in the spirit. You've got to pray about some stuff. You've got to be like, okay, so wait a minute. Something bad did happen because this person or these people, they did spread some rumors about me. They put certain things out there and they said certain things, but the flip side of it is that I found out who was with me for real. I found out who was really a strong tower in my life, in this relationship. I found out who can still stick with me through things being said about me. I found out who can still stay around me and not be embarrassed of being friends with me, because now things are kicking off. The heat has gotten turned up. Did you all know that there are some people out here, they will claim that they love you, they will claim that they're your friend, they will claim that they're your biggest supporter up until something kicks off in your life. And when that particular thing kicks off in your life and they're hearing things and everybody is going against you and you're being slandered and mocked and laughed at, oh, they jump ship. They completely disassociate themselves with you. Overall, I want you all to know that nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. No matter how many lies they tell, they can go behind the scenes and pray against you and say certain stuff, but it's God's plan. Sometimes you being betrayed is part of God's plan, because it furthers you. If you have not been betrayed, if you have not found out that certain people were being fake and phony with you, you would not have been able to go to the next level. You would have stayed hanging around the same people. Your mindset would have been the same. Your prayer life would not have been taken up several more notches. You would not have learned the character of God and how God loves you so much in the midst of these things going on. Even somebody that you know does witchcraft, but God protected you from it. You got stirred up a little bit. You got hit, some bad things happen. But sometimes, let me let you all know something, outside of somebody maybe speaking against you and praying against you, the truth is this. Some of you all that have experienced a lot of bad things happening to you and a lot of calamities, that's simply just your judgment. And somebody needs to tell you all the truth. It's simply just your judgment. You may have forgot about things that you put out here about other people. You may have forgot about things that you said about people. You may have forgot about a particular sin that you committed. And so when things go wrong in your life, you will always take it to, oh my God, a witch cursed me. Oh man, this person spoke against me. This person swapped my destiny. No, but certain things that start happening to you and going on with you is simply because that is your judgment. God's not always going to reveal to you that when you go through a certain season, that is your judgment. Sometimes you just have to look in your life and you already know when God is dealing with you or punishing you when it comes to a certain thing. But outside of that, guys, nobody can stop what God is going to do in your life. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be paranoid. You don't have to sleep with one eye open. You don't have to play a game with anybody. You don't have to threaten anybody. You don't have to do anything. Continue to live your life. Continue to trust God. Continue to love God. Because everything that's supposed to come to you is going to come to you. Even after delay, even after setbacks. If you've been delayed, if you've been set back, it's because it's not your time for a particular thing. And even in that, it's still God protecting you. But when God is ready to launch you, when God is ready to change your life and put you in the front of the line and take you from the back of the line, there is not one soul out here that can stop what God is going to do. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. Excuse me. If any one of you are taking offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.